Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to episode 45 of the FC24 Youth Academy series with Charlton Athletic. Alright, so if you haven't seen last episode, unfortunately we did not pick up any wins in the 4 games that we played. Although we were very close in the game against Chelsea and Brighton, I would say. We still fell short. We definitely have to improve our results this episode. We're going to be playing the April games this episode. Those games are Brentford, Crystal Palace, Man United, Sheffield United, and Everton. In terms of where we're sitting in the league, we're currently sitting in 13th place. We're not super comfortable there either because we have Fulham, who are in 14th with a game in hand, although they do have a worse goal difference. The competition between 7th and 13th place is pretty tight. Our goal differences are quite similar, and if we go on a little run of form, we could easily see ourselves right behind the European places. Last episode wasn't really impressive for many of our players, but I'm going to give player of the episode to Issa Namdi. He saved a penalty, he had a couple good saves. He was very consistent for us throughout the whole episode, and I feel fine gifting him this award. He now has a potential of 84. Alright, let's take a look at the first team we're going to be playing. It's Brentford, who are currently sitting at 9th place. They've won their last 3 matches, so that's kind of a concern for us. They have a couple regions in their team. If you take a look at Webb, Vasali, and Larmer, who's on the bench, they're all pretty decent, around 79, 80 overall. We have to keep an eye on those guys. If we take a look here at Chris Larmer, he's 77 rated from Northern Ireland. His stats are well rounded. Marquise Webb is 78 rated from the United States, and Fedele Vasali is 79 rated from Italy, 6'6" in the net. Alright, let's go over our starting 11 for the first game. We've got Nyeni at striker with Andrea at left wing and Ayala on the right. Lagesse, Briem, and Gilzine are going to be our first midfield trio, with Balkan, Antunes, Naholo, Taverner, and Anandi as our defenders and keeper. Alright, can't really sugarcoat what happened last episode. We were disappointing. We didn't get the results that we deserved from some of the games, so we absolutely needed to be as focused as possible. It's Brentford versus Charlton Athletic. Lewis Potter finding Baptiste. They lay a shot in Anandi, but it's pretty comfortable. Wait, that's a superb pass. There's a Nyeni off of volley. It's going to be a corner. There's a cross. Wait, that's actually so close, and Nyeni didn't finish first time. What? Not a single angle favored us there. Brentford exploited the chance in the space that they had there. We weren't able to get a single tackle in, and Brentford have an opening goal here. Here's Sean Ayala. He's got the pace to burn his man. He's going to go inside here to Nyeni. That has to be a goal, and it's an equalizer for us. We haven't really been able to get comfortable this game. Brentford always a challenge for us in our own final third, but things worked out there. We just abused Sean Ayala's pace to find Nyeni, and now the scoreline is level. Oh no, that is excellent dribbling by Abel Ruiz, and Anandi has to stop that. Ooh, that is a good effort there again. Anandi being put to work here after winning a player of the episode for his efforts last episode. Way too open for Brentford there. Why are we letting Anandi have to save that one-on-one essentially? Big chance opening up for us, and we have a winner here in the 88th minute. Basil Andrew tends to love these chances. I tried to stay calm with Sean Ayala. This actually could be huge for us this season. We almost conceded at the other end, and now we may have what seems to be a winner. Alright, that is the end of the 90 minutes. The Brentford fans are not happy with this result. They could have had a goal late in the game. Thanks to our defense and our composure, we were able to counterattack and steal this win at the death. This is huge for us. Alright guys, this is pretty big news. We've got a transfer offer of 51 million from Milan for Abelard and Nyeni. I mean, this is definitely more in the range of where I'd think I would want to sell him, but I'm thinking like 60 range if it actually does happen. Of course, I'm not actively looking to sell him on. I think he can absolutely stay on with us for the rest of the series. He's really important for us this season. He's been important for us for every single season he's been at the club. It's just I appreciate when realistic things happen in a career mode. I absolutely don't think that we should be hanging on to every single player that we have at the club. I think it's realistic that other top teams would be poaching our players. So 50 million for Nyeni is absolutely realistic, but I would like a little more. Alright, taking a look at our next opponents, we're going to be facing Crystal Palace, who are a rival of Charlton Athletic in real life. Looking at their form, they've lost 4 games out of the last 5. That's pretty terrible form. They do have a Belgian center back named Magank, who's pretty good for them. Yeah, just take a look here. Justin Magank, 6'5", 83 rated. Definitely going to be a problem. As for the changes to the starting 11, we've made 2. We're putting in Finn Geach and Bobby Madigan to replace Costa Lagesse and Thomas Briem. Alright, after an excellent result against Brentford, we're looking to use that as a platform here against our rivals away from home in the Premier League. It's Crystal Palace versus Charlton Athletic. You can find Lamar Gilzine here. Oh, good pass here to Bobby Madigan. It's an opening goal. That was so simple, but it worked so well for us. We crossed the ball early with Sean Ayala. It didn't work out, but Lamar Gilzean's able to win the rebound. Found Andreo there, showed his control to find Madigan with a lot of space, and that's a decent finish from the Irishman. Ton of space opening up for Andreo. That has to be saved by Henderson. Good corner there. Wow, that is so close. Henderson saving that from Anyeni. No, yellow card too. This is despicable. Despicable refereeing. I don't see that as a penalty. Definitely going to the right. And that's saved again by Issa Namdi. He's got back-to-back penalty saves. Whoa, huge effort there. It smacked the post, but I think we're getting it away. This is a ridiculous amount of dribbling, and we get away with it. Huge effort for us. Yenny smacked that towards Henderson, and he stopped it. 3M out here to Anyeni. That has to be a goal, and we've hit the post. Trying to see if we can salvage anything here. Gonna try to cross that to Anyeni again, but it's been cleared. All right, that is the full 90 minutes. We get yet another 3 points here. We add to our victory tally today to make it 2 wins out of 2 games this episode. I talked about building a platform. We did it this game. It was kind of a boring match. Both teams trying to get a lot of possession, just trying to find the right passes. We were the team that came out on top in the end, thanks to a slim lead earned by Bobby Madigan. Man, shout out Issa and Namdi here, guys. An 8.0 rating, saved a penalty for us. Another clean sheet for him. We just got a 1.2 million offer from Swansea City for Archo Protakia. Never used him, and I don't really plan on using him. Unfortunately, his overall is just far too low for us to see any value out of him. Let's take a look at our next opponents in this episode. We're going to be facing Man United. They're currently in 2nd place. They are title contenders, and they have a great team at their disposal. Take a look at some of the regions they have. They have Andriopoulos at right back and an Iranian striker, Ismail, on the bench. Taking a closer look, we've got Zahari Ismail here. He's an exciting prospect. Has a ton of play styles. 5'9". Looks like a really good striker, actually. Of course, they also have Vasily Andriopoulos, 80 rated, 19 years old. He's quite pacey. All right, there's only one change to report in the starting 11. We've got Costa Lagesse coming back into the team to replace Finkeach. All right, so we've made it 2 wins out of 2 in this episode. A very strong foundation for us to play one of the strongest teams that we'll face this season. Let's see if we can do it. It's Charlton Athletic versus Manchester United at the Valley. And that is an even better one. That is ridiculous. And the action might end up in a Manchester United goal if it wasn't for Issa and Namdi. Anthony has a free shot at our goal, and Anamdi has to pull out another stop. Ooh, that's a shot, but it wasn't really positioned that well, so Anamdi can absolutely turn it over. No, that's way too open. How'd we let that one go? There's Costa Lagesse again. Been really good for us. Important for us right here. Bobby Madigan! Oh yeah, he's coming into his own. Another goal for the Irishman this episode. He's on fire today. We absolutely love to see this. We were so patient waiting for our opportunity. And Bobby Madigan, a Charlton veteran, gives us a lead here. Anthony. Denny Antonis! Ooh, that was way too much space for Manchester United. Yenny. We've won the ball here. Has to find someone else. It's Costa Lagesse, and it's blocked by Martinez. Ooh, good dribbling there. Sean Ayala, but Luke Shaw is still quite pacey at his age. And there's Sean Ayala. He's kept the ball. He stayed patient. And we have a second goal here. A 2-goal cushion against Manchester United. Luke Shaw thought he won the ball, but we stayed patient with Sean. We stripped it off of him. We found the side netting there. It's a good finish by Sean, and it's so important. Big chance there for United. Bruno's going to miss. That's going to be another foul for Anthony. That absolutely has to be another card as well. That's the second time he's fouled Jordan Balkan in the same way. He's going to be sent off. He has to be. Yep, there it is. It's a red card for Anthony. Oh, no. Marcus Rashford with all this space in Costa Lagesse. This is such a well-timed tackle. Bobby Madigan. He doesn't really have the pace here. He's going to have to go outside here to Lamar Gilzean, and it's a 3rd goal for us. We're absolutely all over Manchester United today. We've been dominant, we've been superior, and we get a deserved 3rd goal. There's Costa Lagesse. Honestly, he's probably been man of the match for me. So Lamar Gilzean. Here's Lamar. Gonna see that out to Fazal Andrio for a fourth. I don't know why United keep going for another goal. It's clear that this game is dead and done. We are the victors. That's the full 90 minutes up. The referee putting Manchester United out of its misery. It's a compelling 4-0 victory against the second place team in the league. It's such a statement to the rest of the teams. We're building huge momentum right now. Bobby Madigan gets man of the match here, but I think Costa Gesse needs to be shouted out. I mean, his performance was so good. Our entire midfield was amazing. Quick look at this, guys. Finn Geach. There's an offer for him, 13.8 million from Norwich City. I mean, it's actually a pretty decent amount of money, but I do want to see Finn Geach more involved in the squad, so we're going to reject it. All right, guys, we have an update from Cameroon. Currently, the best player is this guy right here, but his potential isn't good enough yet, so we're going to have to wait. All right, now this one is interesting. Chelsea have put in a bid for Jordi Stepanic. Obviously, he's not a developed player at all yet, but I think if we sell him to a Premier League rival, I think his development would absolutely be speeded up. So let's see if we can get like 6 million for him. Chelsea were not willing to meet the 6 million demand from us, so we're just gonna move on. All right, taking a look at Sheffield United. These guys are dead last in the league. Their form is inconsistent. Their squad is probably the most similar to us in terms of quality, but that does not mean we should be taking this game lightly. We're on a 3-game winning streak. However, I know that things can turn quickly. They have several regens. Let's try to take a look at some of them. All right, so they have Viorel Ardeliano, a Romanian cam, 78 rated. That's good. Uxio Benitez, 77 rated as a fullback. Sigbjorn Peterson, 78 rated as a center back. Szymanski is their starting keeper, I believe, 18 years old, 78 rated. They also have David Townsend, who's from New Zealand, 79 rated. A pretty good striker. I think he has several goals in the league. Alright, so I've only made one change to the starting 11 just because I want to involve Finn Geach more in the team. I think Costa Gesse did not deserve to be dropped from this game, but it is against a lesser opposition. Let's just get straight into this one. I know that we can't be taking anything for granted. We cannot underestimate Sheffield United. It's Charlton Athletic versus Sheffield United at the Valley. A lot of space opening up here for Sheffield United. Need to slide in. It's absolutely going to be a penalty. I tried to cover the space with the holo, but unfortunately, the gap that he left had to be covered by Antunes. And that shot, even though it didn't go in, just needed to be covered by a tackle. I think I can go to the left now. Wait. They chipped it. They tried to Panenka Nandi, and it didn't work. Wait. Ayala has so much space right now. He's going to need to shoot this soon, and it's going to be an easy counter-attack. It's probably the easiest goal that Ayala is going to score. We cleared it, and it went straight to Ayala, and nobody was prepared for his turn. We already have a lead here. Ooh, that is a superb pass there by Nyeni to Gilzine, and that's cleared off the line. Go. Finn Geach here to Nyeni, and that is just barely wide of the post. Good passing here. Bobby Madigan to Nyeni, and that's an easy second goal for us to secure. Sheffield United are just not prepared for this kind of pressure and quality we have on the ball right now. We're passing so slickly and with such confidence, and I don't really see any way out for this Sheffield team. It's going to have to be Finn Geach here. It's going to be a shot. It's blocked. There was a mean deflection, but Szymanski's there to save it. Sean Ayala. That's actually a decent chance for us to shoot with Bo Taverner. Good stuff here. Andreo into Nyeni, and that is a third goal for us. Yet again, Sheffield United cracking under this pressure. Our press is really working today. We're absolutely on top. Good pass here to Lamar Gilzine. He's got to show some composure. Gets the shot on target, but it doesn't have enough power to beat Szymanski. Pass into Nyeni. Gilzine's shot is so bad. Work here. Finding Fazal Andrio. Need to find someone else here. There's a Nyeni for an easy fourth. An open net for us to get another 4-0 scoreline. Let's see if we can add to it. If it stays the same, if it changes in any way, it doesn't really matter. We're absolutely on top yet again. That is the end of a chaotic game full of Charlton superiority. It's 4-0 yet again, back to back. We are absolutely sizzling in form right now. This is amazing to see. It's a hat trick from Abelard and Nyeni. I didn't even notice. What a game from the man, and what a performance from the team. Alright, a scouting update from Panama has just come back, but none of the players are good enough, so we're gonna have to wait. Alright, £23.4 million offer for Naholo from Aston Villa. I'm rejecting this one, guys. Alright, let's take a look at our final opponents for this episode. It's Everton, and they have an absolutely woeful squad. Honestly, it's really surprising to see this. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 games. Man, this is actually kind of sad to see, but it's really nice to be able to play a team that's not that great, so that we could possibly end this episode perfectly. They have one region I'm aware of. It's Samuel Carnicer, 81 rated, 85 pace, 77 defending. I mean, it's a pretty decent fullback. Alright, why fix something if it ain't broke? We're only making one change to the starting 11. That's Costa, like I said, coming back into the team to replace Finkic. Alright, let's try to go for a perfect episode. 5 wins out of 5 games. Gotta say, as focused as we have been throughout this whole episode, we've shown the consistency. Let's just try to get one more. It's Everton versus Charlton Athletic. So Taverner stopping the ball not once but twice so we can escape. Dribbling by our players, and one act of over selflessness by Nyeni sees the move die. How did Pickford save that? Velasco's got a lot of pace, but there's Bo Taverner. That is so excellent from the captain. Dribbling here. Basil Andrio. He's got all this space to work with. There's a Nyeni that's blocked by Pignot. Good work by these players. Basil Andrio. It's really good defending by Carnicer. I thought we tricked him, but we didn't. Come on. Antonez with a slide tackle. He's won it. McNeil for Everton. Dewsbury Hall. He's going to try to pass that. Nnamdi has to save it. I don't know how we haven't cleared it after we blocked it the first time. Bilzine. Here to Sean Ayala. You see, game, when I'm looking at the goal, I'm pressing the stick towards the goal. The ball's not supposed to actually curve outwards. Trying to find Nyeni here in some space. He's got some space to shoot. It's saved by Pickford, though, because it wasn't the best of shots. Why is Bo Taverner giving all the space? Why is he giving the space? That's so bad. That's sabotage. It's the end of the 90 minutes. Everton are able to seal us out. They stop our red-hot in-form attack, and it's going to be a 0-0 here. The points are shared. Man, honestly, that was really good defending by Carnicer. Really, really good. He single-handedly stopped many moves that should have been goals. Disappointed we weren't able to score. We had the chances. I should have done better with them. Alright, so I'm going to delegate negotiations for a deal involving Stepanic and Milan. They bid 4.2. I want to start the bidding at 6 million, but I won't settle for less than 5. Alright, there's an update from Hungary, but unfortunately these players are just not good enough. I mean, I like the overall on this player right here specifically, but his potential isn't great. I guess we'll just have to keep waiting. Alright, so after all that action, we won 4 games, drew 1, the very last one, but we're undefeated. We picked up a ton of points. Looking forward to the rest of the games we're going to be playing in the season. It's the final episode of this season. We have to play Tottenham, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Nottingham Forest. In terms of where we're sitting in the league, we started the episode in 13th, and we're ending it in 9th. We've improved our goal difference by about 10, I believe, which is substantial. It means a lot, especially towards the end of the season. I'm definitely going to leave it there for now, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you leave any suggestions you have for the series in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss out on any of the new videos, and I'll be catching you in the next one.